Alright, we're going to get loaded back up into here to Thea the Awakening, and we will be starting a brand new run. I took a look at some of the achievements we have left to achieve, and ironically, we have a chance of getting all but 2 of the remainder right here in this run. Because one of the achievements is to unlock all of the gods, which, if we play either Mokosh, Zorya, or Svarog, and get them to level 3, it unlocks Morena, and then by unlocking Morena, we also unlock Perun. So that will get one of the achievements by doing this run with one of those 3. And then we also need to gather a goblin, a demon, or a dwarf via buildings, and we'll take care of those 3 achievements. So then all that remains is maxing all of the gods, which is going to take several more playthroughs, and there's a hidden one that I have not uncovered yet, so I don't know what that one is yet. And then finally there is the win the game in under 100 turns, which I have a plan to do, but before I can do it, I need to get her to max level, because I think she gives us the best bonuses for trying to attempt a speed rush through this game. We're not going to be doing that this time though. Like I said, I want to get some of the other things and unlock the rest of the gods. So, taking a look at who we have available that we need to level, Mokosh allows us to gather faster. Zorya lets our people level up faster. And Svarog also lets us level up faster. So, I have not played as Zorya yet, which means some of the events will be new for us, and the interaction, so I think I'm going to go with that. Plus, I enjoy playing warriors, and she's basically the goddess of warriors, so I think that is the mode we're going to go with. Let's see if our difficulty is saved. It is. Do I want to keep Bloodbath? Yeah, I do. That gave us an interesting challenge. Additionally, on top of this difficulty, I am going to once again implement my own personal rule of realism, since I hate the game's realism rule. As such, my rule of realism is I cannot research a resource until I have discovered it in the world. And that just kind of extends the game. It makes it a hell of a lot more interesting and forces me to explore drastically, very quickly. Otherwise, I cannot keep up with the gear versus the level of enemies that I will be fighting. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with Zorya.
Thea is awakened. Welcome. No time to waste. You are a deity of the High Pantheon, and you must help your worshippers survive the darkness. So what now, you ask? You are divine, yes, but you have little power, and so you will know the world through your people's eyes. This means sometimes you will encounter your own divine messengers, and maybe even face your own avatars. Weird, I know. Your first mission is to survive. Every critter is trying to make sure you stay down. So get food and craft better equipment to protect yourselves. You will guide your people to victory, either by sheer survival and progress, or by solving the Cosmic Tree's mystery.
And we will once again be skipping this tutorial. I would only recommend it for if this is your very first time playing the game ever. Otherwise, it's just better to skip it. You'll still get the experience that you would have gained through it, but you can jump into the game right away instead of having to follow a short quest line.
All right. Now are you absolutely sure? There is no calling me back, you know. Also, when you have time, craft me 10 cooked, baked, or roasted food. Any type. You may want to research some varieties as well to match your supplies. Also, leave these 10 crafted foods in the village until I show up. Remember to check the magical help button to read more. Yeah, I know more about any mechanics.
Okay. Craft 10 food, we got it. So let's do a quick evaluation of what we have. In our village, hide the equipped gear. We have 2 axes, a mace, and a short sword. The mace will be nice for dealing some blunt damage right away. Let's see. We do have gold. We just don't have any good wood to use, so I don't know if we'll be able to make a decent craft tool yet. Really, we would want dark wood to do this. Yeah, we're gonna wait because 2 is not that great. So in the meantime, let's get some cooked meals going for that quest. Let's use that. And meat. Put her to work. And now for gathering. All we have in our village is wood and vegetables, which is enough to get us by for now. But we are going to need to break off and do some exploring. We definitely want food every turn. We can wait. Ooh, 3 turns is not that great for waiting. But we'll get by. We also need to activate all of our resources so they don't starve. And then our expedition group. Let's see, our medic is not that great and low strength. So it's going to take us a while to be able to gear her up. Can't even equip that shield, sadly. What do we got? 2 and 3 bad quality. Well, first, oh, too heavy. Equip that. And now you can equip the armor. And then for this guy, looks like the same. 3 and 5, that's fine. He has a spear. Not really the best choice to put a spear on the warrior, so I think we're going to trade his spear out for her 2-handed sword. This way it's still a 2-handed weapon for her, but we have the tactical advantage of it being a spear, and then because he's a warrior, he gets the 2-handed sword in a single hand and can then, if it wasn't so heavy, use a shield with it. But this armor right here kind of sucks, given that it's 320 weight for what little armor it does. But give him a level or 2 and he'll have the strength to equip a shield with it. For the time being, neither of those are light enough for her. So that's the extent of what we can do right now. Okay, let's survey our area. We do have some dark wood right here, which would then allow us to craft that tool. I think we're going to go ahead and research that. Let's go ahead and activate that. I hate using coal for our camping, but we don't have much choice right now. Let's go ahead and research the dark wood, which that does give us enough now to make that tool. There we go. Confirm. We'll do the food first and then get to work on that. So let's bring them down here, kind of survey the area. We got some monster bone or just regular bone. Regular bone. Let's go down a little. So still nothing. Let's go ahead and make a camp. Gather what we can of these. Never mind, we have no gathering ability. We won't be able to gather anything. So for the time being, we're just going to explore with them. Let's go ahead and hit these ruins up. Hey Coach Sec, how are you? Yeah, I know I was just getting the hang of Dead Cells, but it was time to come back to Thea. It is my preferred game right now, and I really want to get done with all of the achievements with it before I move on to like featuring a different game for a long period of time. Alright, let's check out these ruins.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery. You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Alright, the rats are fodder, it's just going to be the skeleton, it's going to be a challenge. We get to go first. The skeleton could have a spear attack, so we have to keep that in mind. We'll stick with a shield for now. He does not, which is good, but he does do a crap ton of damage. I think I'm gonna go with a double confuse. 13 damage, which would be 26 by the second turn. Still not enough to kill him. That's gonna be a problem. Let's send him out. He kills that rat. Or that one, I guess. Do a poke. We're going to take some wounds from this fight. There's no avoiding that. She will not be bleeding out. She's sitting just above 50%, but it's close. She'll finish this fight, though.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
Okay, what do we got? I'll keep it for now. We need pretty much any gear we can get. Let's see. I guess the bow would at least make her somewhat use. No, let's do the shield so she has protection. We can use the bow on someone else. Let's throw it on her. We got another ruin up here. Can't move though. Let's take a look at our village real quick. Okay, we finished the food. Now we're making the hammer. So once that's done, we'll go back to more food now that we have the wood stocked up. And then make sure the meat is turned off and that is turned on. Let's make that an indefinite construction for now. There we go. Hit up these ruins. Hope for some better gear.
Ruins of an old city engulfed in mist and mystery. You search the ruins and find an interesting building to explore, but it seems half submerged in water. As you enter, a creature comes out from the waters to attack you.
So Utopic and warp snakes. Utopics can be pretty challenging at the start of the game, so we have to keep our eye on her. I don't think they can have a spear equipped, so I'm going to start with my best warrior. And he's still not enough to kill it. 18, this poke will do 5, so he'll just have to kill it on his second turn. And then send her out. Alright, I am going to confuse both of these snakes so that we're not taking any damage in the first turn. And then we'll support her so that she can kill one of them. Unless she attacks the Utopic. But we will still get through without taking any damage this time.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store
Nice.
still intact.
Nice. That's decent equipment. Good resources. Let's see. Upgrades. That is... The spear is not an upgrade, sadly. But... now our medic can actually do some damage. And then somebody else had a one-handed sword. He did. This is technically an upgrade thanks to the poison damage. We'll go with that. And he needs a shield. We have one more movement. Let's take care of these skeletons. Ooh, they're not skeletons. We won't get anything stat-wise to go in the other route, so let's stick with a fight. Oh, it's a witch. Let's see. Poke-wise, we can do 5, 9 damage. Not enough to kill her. So instead, we're going to send him out. He has a chance of attacking to the left and killing her in one blow. And then we'll send our next warrior out. I could do the double poke and kill this one. Is it worth it? I think I'll send my warrior out for now and confuse one of them. And then we can do the... No, we can't. We only get one card. So I'm going to wait and then double poke this one to death. Took a single wound. That's fine. Might be an upgrade for one of our warriors. What do we got? 7 and 5, 7 and 5, but it's lighter. 5 and 5, 8 and 6. So it's a definite upgrade for her at least. No more movement. Alright, we gained a level and we finished our hammer. Let's get that equipped before we forget. Which makes her much more useful. And then levels. HP is always nice. The will help us in our speech challenges. Tactics is a confuse in a fight, and this is straight damage. That's a great level. And then our village. Folklore will be nice once we get it up to 5 or more. That's going to be a while. Gathering is always great. I think that was the weaker of our 2 gatherers too. It was, so that was perfect. Because now she should gather wood every turn, and she does. So, perfect. Alright, have we discovered anything cool? We've got elven wood over here. We need a gatherer for our party. We got a big cluster of things to explore right here. Mostly spider nests. That's fine. Let's go ahead and fight. And malicious spiders are always easy. It's just going to be an auto resolve. Gave us some silk and food. We cannot reach the others, sadly.
Yes, wonderful. You made your first batch of prepared food. No longer are you a mere scavenger. Now you can cook. Crafted foods are more efficient than the raw stuff, so you may want to take them when you're out exploring, as they are lighter to carry. So now I have a harder task for you. Build me a building in your village. Any building will do. Good luck!
Thanks for the coal. Now, building. What would be a good first option? We're very limited on our resources right now. And we can only make a pasture, and we don't have enough wood. Okay, so it's going to be a few turns before we can build that. Let's continue to take out these things. Ooh, that's a nice damage axe right there. Good find for the start of the game. Question is, who is going to take it and lose their shield? And I think it's going to be him with the poison sword. Alright, let's check out the ruins. Hopefully another good piece of gear.
Across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery. You search the buildings and discover
free wicker, hell yeah.
still intact.
I think that's enough to make 2 baskets. Once we get back with the silk, which is perfect, we can make it, give it to this party, and then they can actually start gathering as they discover things. So let's take out these things. We'll keep that for now, and then start heading back. We also got our research point. Is there... I could research cane and make more baskets for everyone. Wouldn't be a horrible idea. And I could do that now so that I'm already building a basket as they're coming back. Let's check out our levels first. Lots of strength, which is good. Poison's an interesting one. That's basically an increase in damage, and it's on our medic, so she's a little bit more useful in combat. All in all, the only one I don't really care about is dexterity. And our village. Not bad. Stealth is very situational, especially for the village. They rarely get a stealth check. Well, that's okay. Let's see. We can make it in one turn. Let's drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff. We almost got enough sandstone to do a building, which would be better than basic wood. Let's see, drop all that off. Definitely drop the meat off. We need to pick up more veggies. So let's see. We have 6 people. We don't have enough to take very much. How much bigos have we made? Oh, that's what I was clicking on. So let's take all of the bigos. And then a little bit of the veggies. Take 4 for now. That'll give us 60, which makes us last 10 days. Then we need some wood to get by. We're only going to take 5. Turn the bigos and the wood on. And let's start making those baskets. Oh, we don't have enough silk to make 2 baskets. Damn it. I'm going to save my coal for when we get the smithy. Put you to work there. Alright, so we need more spider silk. That's our next objective. See if we can see. There's a nest there and there. One up there. So it looks like going south is going to be the more lucrative venture for the spider silk. Crossing the mountains will slow us down slightly though. Nighttime is approaching as well, so it's going to be really hard to discover things. That meat's pretty close. If we wanted to really focus on crafting food, we could send a very small party out to gather that later. Alright, give me silk. I need more than 1. Please. I'm begging you. Found clay. That's not a bad find for buildings. We have our second research point. Keep that in mind here in a minute. Crazed bees. It's the beginning of the game, so I need to handle this and let all of the bees come out first. I can confuse them as they do so. And the reason I'm doing this is I don't want to take any of those piercing attacks. It's just added damage that's needlessly coming at me. There, they're all out. I can kill this one with a poke. Neither of them have a shield, so that's okay. I can shield her with that. And then send the other 2 out, and they should finish this off no problem. Nice. Don't really need that sword anymore.
It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Ziadi. You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Ziadi actually appear before you. One, an elder bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice. You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry, and if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more. The Ziadi all nod in agreement, then disappear.
Can you imagine the very bad luck RNG you would have to already have curses at this point in the game? For them to be able to heal it for you. Alright, Nighttime is upon us. We can only see one square, and it's about to become pitch black in a couple turns. 2, that's not bad. I think that's exactly what we needed for the final second basket. We're gonna loop up, hit all 3 of these ruins before we head home. Okay, that's an undead nest, just as well. Undead usually have gear, but first, let's level up. Lots of health, which is perfect. We're about to get into a fight. Added confusion is nice. More damage is always appreciated. And then our village. Perception is limited use, but the other 3 are great. Alright, let's take out this unliving. A little bit tougher. Let's see, I can poke for 5, which would be 16, 19. Not quite enough to kill that one. But I could also do double confuses. That wouldn't be a bad play. Let's see, 18, so he can kill that second skeleton, and then he'll do whatever he's gonna do. On second thought, he won't kill that second skeleton, but we can confuse it. And I feel like getting closer with her is gonna be more useful than 1 added damage. Nice. That shield, not so useful. That armor is so heavy, but it's all we got right now. He needs armor, but it's too heavy for him. Same story with her. He's already got it. Maybe? Nope. Too heavy. So annoying. Don't really need that fish either. Alright, let's head... Ooh, we are starving. Or just about. We need to hurry this up. Our village is being attacked by some hulking rats. We only have 4, so we need to do this ourselves to try to mitigate the damage coming at us. We have a counter offense of 1. It's our first counter offense. That's still nice. 5 damage coming at us. She has a 5 shield. Let's go ahead and counter tactic the last one. Alright, so if we're lucky, she'll attack to the left and then only take 3 damage on one of these 2 ladies. If we're unlucky, we're going to take a lot more damage. Alright, that works out perfect. Let's get rid of one of the tactics. The only tactic. He has a shield. She'll clean up. This fight's over. These things are pseudo useful sometimes. The weight to armor and shield is okay. Yeah, it's going to be better than some of the rib cages we have. I'll keep it.
A small group of travelers passes by your village. You exchange basic supplies and talk. Because of your kindness, they tell you of a herbalist living in a solitary hut out in the wilderness. They say she can cure any poison and even heal wounds, for a price, of course. They give you a map to the herbalist's hut and depart on their journey.
Now, if we're lucky, this herbalist hut is within a day's journey of our village. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is exactly a day's journey, which is perfect. Because of that, we can easily deal with the poison well event anytime it comes up. So, lucky, lucky, lucky. We have 2 days of food left. Let's hit this one up. Same story as last time. Not quite enough to kill him. Do I want to get the confuse? 16, which leaves him with 14 damage. I could do that 14 by... No, I couldn't. I could only do 9 by poking. So I think I'm going to leave him. Send out another warrior and then confuse him. That works. Poke him. Confuse that last one. We get a free round of actions. And then we'll support her so that she can actually do something in the fight. Perfect. That's an okay shield. Not very good blunt damage. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of it. We can hit up this one. That's good, because then we'll, at worst, we'll take 1 day's starvation damage, which is a single wound for everyone. It's not too bad. Alright, we get first action again. Send him out. We don't have either of our spears, which is sad. He will kill that one, which is good. And then his shield can absorb that attack. So let's support him to get that kill. Send her out, 'cause she also has a decent shield. 15. This one has 17 life, so even if I support her, it's not going to do much. But if I poke him, she at least has a chance of killing it now on her turn. And we'll get that confused so we don't take any damage. Perfect. Same story with the shield. We got a single monster bone. We're going to need a little bit more, and then we can do something with it, with probably crafting a shield. Bones aren't that bad at shields. And some food. Alright, we need to head home before we starve. Since it's nighttime, I'm not really worrying about what I might have discovered, because you have to literally walk over it to have a chance at discovering it. Just in time. Alright, let's drop everything off. I should have kept the Bigos. Oh well. Let's pick up more Bigos. We got tons of it now. So we can take 20 days worth and really get some exploring done. We should have enough wood as well to... Yes. So let's go ahead and take 15 of that. Enable the Bigos. Also, I want to hand over that basket before I forget. And then nobody has a base gathering stat right now, so let's throw it on our medic. What do we got? Options. Ooh, we discovered silver, which is perfect, because that immediately leads us into mithril. So this is already better than our last playthrough. Kochizek was there. He watched me play for almost 500 rounds before we finally discovered silver, so that we could then go into mithril. But I don't want to research it right now, because that would use up all my points on something that I can't really effectively gather right now. I think, for the time being at least, I am going to just come right here and gather the dark wood and the bone. Or I could, options. I don't need options to think about right now. Yeah, let's get the bone and the wood. That at least gives us crafting potential. As for you guys, let us see what we can do. We have just enough to make that final crafting basket. Do we have enough for the pasture yet? No, we're still lacking on wood and sandstone. 3 more and we would be able to do this.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men.
Yeah, it was brutal, Coach Zach. Well, we got through it. Let's see. Well, free herbs are nice.
The herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
And conveniently, we got some cane with it, which is definitely not as good as wicker, but it is a decent upgrade for some more crafting baskets. Now, the problem with this event is, since we don't have anyone knowledgeable in animal kinship, we don't recognize that this is a Spider Queen's lair, and if we select this option to trust in our god, 9 times out of 10 it leads to a trap where you take damage before the fight, and then you still fight a Spider Queen. So until I get that animal kinship, I'm just gonna take what I got and leave in peace. Go the safe route. I don't want to spend too many turns gathering with my single expedition though, because we need to explore as fast as possible. Do I want to spend all this time getting darkwood? I could then technically use it to craft what? Darkwood is good in shields and spears. So I guess being able to craft some more spears might not be a bad idea. It's going to take 2 research points to get to the shields though. I guess we can go for the 8 rounds that it takes to get 1 set of bones, and in that we will get 4 sets of darkwood. And then go back to exploring. So let's do that. We'll finish the other basket. I have not brought the cane back, so they can't really work on that. Guess we're stuck with what we're doing right now. Let's quickly get through these 3 turns. Some bats and bees. Again, I want to manage this myself until we have better shielding, because bees can wound you pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. I'm going to wait until we see those 2 bees come out. There's 1. He does quite a bit of damage, so I'm going to go ahead and use my confuse on him. There's the second bee. So we'll get closer with her to kill that bee. And then I'm going to want to use her to first action somebody to kill this bee so that she's not getting hit by this 3 damage attack. The 1 damage, that's fine. That's a very minor wound. And our first action can work on anyone, so not really much thought process needs to go into this. And first action. And then it doesn't even hit her, it hits our shielded unit, which is perfect. So 0 wounds yet again. Got some food out of that fight, not really that spectacular, but we did gain a level, and that's more important. Divination is useful in hex challenges, it works like poison does. Intelligence, limited use, confuse, health, damage, and our main attack and speech. So overall, that was a great level. And ooh, +2 gathering. That's a really nice level. He is going to be joining our group very soon. In fact, as soon as we return, we're gonna trade 2 people, because we can just give somebody a basket and take his job of gathering wood, and then he comes with us to gather things much quicker. In fact, since we're so close to the village, we can actually do something a little cheesy, if you will. Let's give him the basket. Tell him to take over gathering there. No, we'll switch these. We need more food than we do wood, and then he's gonna leave. Let's take some more Bigos so that he's got food. We'll take 30 of it. And then have him join up with this expedition. And then immediately put him to work gathering. I want you on there. And then put the extras. No matter how I swing it, I'm not going to be able to get one on each turn, but that'll work. Good. We got some rats just chilling. It's daytime, so they're less likely to hit me right now. Still possible, but like I said, very unlikely. Now that we're gathering nearly every turn, let's go until we have 30-ish dark wood, or 30 on the dot, and then we'll break camp and head home. Get back to exploring. Undead. We may just kill them while we're moving. And that puts us at the 30. So let's break camp. Head home. Drop all this off. Resupply what we need. Take 15 days of wood. And do I have enough for 3? No. Well, 7 people for 30 days is going to be 210. So we have just enough. And then gear, I don't think we have anything special for them yet. We do not. We do need to drop somebody else off at the village. This isn't quite enough to protect them. So, which of my warriors is going to stay? Who is the lowest damage? It looks like it's going to be Toslava. The problem is, I'm thinking ahead to vampire encounters. You kind of want an even ratio of men to women, but it's going to be a while before we encounter that. So I shouldn't try to outthink myself and not worry about 3 and 4 skull fights until we start encountering them. So I'll leave her behind to protect the village. Let's put her to work. What are you going to do? I guess help craft food? Oh, actually, I know. We got that cane. No, we don't have any more silk, but that's okay. We don't want to waste our spider silk on a low quality basket like this. So let's use our string up and some wood. And we have enough to make 2 of these. Let's move it to the top, craft 2. Perfect. Now our expedition. What are we gonna? Oh, we got another ruin up here. Let's hope for some good gear. And then once those baskets get done, we need to give them another job. Do I want to go for the shield or do I want to go for the spears? The best defense is a good offense, so let's go with spears. It's a little risky using all of my research points right now, because what if I discover something amazing and I can no longer research it? But it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Engulfed in mist and mystery. You search the ruins and find an interesting building to explore, but it seems half submerged in water. As you enter, a creature comes out from the waters to attack you.
Alright, let's take on this Utopic. My best warriors are in my tactical hand. That's a little sad. We have no shields, so this is a little dangerous. Alright, that's kind of a waste of his attack to kill that thing. I could... I don't have enough poke damage to kill it right now. So, let's send out our hammer. There we go. He kills that one, he kills that one. Hers isn't quite enough to kill it via the poke, but hers is. That's an even better idea. One less thing to deal with. I'm going to save her to use her tactically. So, as a just in case, I'm going to shield her. Alright, her damage is not enough either. But that's okay. And then we'll confuse. Nice.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
Base 5, max 7. The biggest thing actually is the sandstone, because now we can bring that back and craft our first building. We also finished 2 more baskets, so let's go ahead and head back right away. Drop those little goodies off. Pick up those baskets. 1 good, or 1 normal and 1 bad. That's a little sad. Production, construction, pasture. We have the sandstone now. I could also use dark wood. We might take a look at that. I wish I had wheat, because that is the best for attracting humans. I used dark wood, no change. Except it's worth research points. So I think I'm going to take that route, because research points are kind of at a premium right now. Yeah. So we're going to do that. Put her to work on that. And then who's going to get these 2 baskets? We can make him better. In fact, instead I'm going to give him the amazing basket just to maximize his gathering, because now he has a good chance of gathering almost anything in 1 turn. And who... you have plenty of strength left. You get that one. Now that we're working on that, I'm going to head up here because we have a couple ruins and a spider nest. So lots of things to explore. And somebody is not working. Who did I miss? Oh. Why aren't you working? That made no sense. Oh well, he's gathering the wood for us. Let's take out these skeletons. Poke of 5 will be 16, 19. Not enough to kill. We do get 2 cards. So that would be 19, and then her poke of 5? No, 4. That would be 23. And then her damage would kill it. So, yeah, let's do that. We'll counter tactic the final card. We'll go ahead and confuse this guy. So they kill this one. He doesn't get an attack, so he kills it. And then we clean up the final card in the discard pile. We don't need any more of those. We got quite a few now. The folklore is the only thing that makes that ring really useful right now, because we need as much folklore as possible for upcoming events. And it looks like our crafter, because of a necklace, has base folklore.
An unexpected visitor, Theodore, arrives at your village. Your food stocks have grown. Your people are learning how to live in the awakened Thea once more. But the darkness is not gone, always looming in the shadows, lurking behind corners. It is time to try and find clues as to what happened and how to repair it.
I wonder if that's a giant's tooth that he's wearing as a necklace. Just a random thought. Alright, what do we do?
Ah, that's the spirit. I knew we could count on you. I must warn you, others have tried and failed before you, so the road will not be easy.
Do you know anything?
I know some, but I do not hold the answers you need to seek. I know that once Thea was a land ruled by high magic, a land where demons were kept in check by the peoples, and by the cosmic balance upheld by the gods. The pillars of Thea stood sturdy and held our world together. Now the barriers between the lands of the living and those of the dead are torn asunder, and thus darkness holds a tight grip on us. Without your aid, whatever made the sun return may not hold for long, and the age of darkness may descend upon us once again.
Alright, so what do we do?
There have been those who sought to undo this curse, those who were charged with the guardianship of Thea's pillars, and who have failed us. Some were the ancient peoples you call elves, some were avatars of your gods, and some just people who proved worthy. And yet they all failed thus far. Here, on this map, I marked a spot where one such guardian may hold answers for you.
Without giving you a chance to say anything more, Theodore disappears, leaving you with a map.
Let's see, wouldn't a giant's tooth be super huge? I mean, this guy, you imagine this guy the size of a big pig? I agree. He's probably, I'd say he's close to human size, looking at him sitting on the stump like that. But then if you take a correlation between one of your teeth and the size of that thing, which looks to be about the size of a fist, I mean, you're talking a tooth that's 20 times bigger than a human tooth. So then you take a human and make him 20 times bigger. Wouldn't that constitute a giant? I don't know, just random thoughts. Because it definitely looks like a humanoid tooth with the root system like that. Alright, we'll take the map. That's a long way off from doing that quest, though. We got quite a few things around our village, but they should be able to protect themselves. Let's take out the spider nest for some more silk. And a bad quality axe. That's getting destroyed. Ooh, more silk. Yes, please. Ah, I spoke too soon. Jinxed myself. Can we get the ruin? We cannot, so I'd rather do a fight instead. Yeah, like the wildlife giants that are the smallest of the giant kin. Let's see. Again, we got no shields in our active hand, so you have to be smart about this. Sadly, we ain't gonna be able to do much damage here. If I poke, that's gonna be 16, 19. Yeah, not quite enough. And I cannot first action anybody with him. So my best play is going to be using both of these two to confuse the two active cards. We'll go ahead and poke anyways with her. And then we will get our warrior out and then him. Even more important now to do the confuse because he got buffed up. Support for a total of 2 damage or throw her out to eventually do 10. Should be a no-brainer. Even though she wasn't even used in that fight, that's okay. Ribcage, not really useful anymore. Good quality sword, so that's a minor upgrade for somebody. 7 and 5, here you go, enjoy. Nothing really, ooh, we found wheat. Hell yeah. Now we can really focus on getting some cabbage patches that have great attract children and human qualities.
Well done.
Nice,
You have your
moonstone.
very first buildings. As you can see, it takes many resources to build a decent abode. Or perhaps your god gifted you, in which case you cheated. Remember, the better the minerals you use, the better the bonuses from your buildings. You have a limit of 10 buildings, but you can demolish the old ones to make way for new. One of the ways to win over the darkness is for you to research more recipes, grow your population, and build more houses. So get going.
But 5... I think we need 6 to make the best spear, and like 15 to make the best hammer. So that's really just a tease right now. We did gain a level off of that. Herbalism on my crafter is not very useful, and that needed to be on my medic. But we gained quite a bit of health there, so that's very helpful. And our village overall pretty good. Don't really care about the dexterity. Oh, we finished our pasture, and that gave us another research point. I'm going to save it for now, but I have a feeling I'm going to use it to research cabbage patches so that I can make use of this wheat quickly. Let's go ahead and explore these ruins.
Some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
How about you give me one decent piece of gear?
You open
That's all I'm
one of the
asking for.
buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Alright, should be easy at this point. Let's see, we can kill the rat. And there's the skeleton, and it starts out confused, so this isn't even really a concern anymore. Let's go ahead and get closer, get that poke going on. Then, between the two of these, on the second turn, they'll kill it. Let's go ahead and get rid of their last tactical card. We do need to worry about this one's damage. It's 6 total, so if we shield her like so, and then send him out, nobody will get wounded. Nice.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
That's becoming limited use, so we'll go ahead and get rid of it. Nice chunk of iron. That'll help us with some early crafting. Now, we only have 1 movement point. I could take out the hungry and living right now, but I think instead I'm gonna make camp and start getting this wheat. And since my main focus is the wheat, I'm going to use both of them. That gives me 2 bunches a turn. And then the rest can just kind of gather what shrooms they can. So we'll stay here for 4 turns to get 1 bunch of mushrooms, and then that will give us 8 bunches of wheat for a total of 80, 128-ish. That's enough for 2 cabbage patches, I think. Maybe more. Maybe 4. Can't remember if it's 25 or 50 off the top of my head. I guess I could take a look. Cabbage patch. Okay, so 25. So 128 would give us 5 buildings. More than enough to start with. We are being attacked by some unliving. It's our village, so this will be a little bit harder. We still outnumber them slightly. I think the counter offense is going to be the better move because he only does 4 damage. Oh, that was a bad move. Didn't realize he could be level 2. Crap. Suddenly this isn't looking so good. Together they will do 22 damage. It's not enough to kill him, but it would be enough to kill this one if I so chose. Might as well just get closer instead of doing a first action. We are going to take some wounds this time. Alright, we can first action 1 person. He's not going to be able to get the kill though. Well, that's okay. They both have shields, so they can block his first attack. And then together they'll kill him. Not bad. Don't need that. That's bad quality. We're just going to get rid of it. What resources does it give us? Cane and string. Honestly, I'd be more interested in the string right now. 5 hulking rats. I'm gonna call that an auto resolve. And they gave me a sword that I don't really need. It would be nice if one of our 4 children grew up, like, now. We have somebody inactive again. Oh, that's right, she finished the building. What can we do? What can we do? We have just enough to make one more basket using leather. That'll take a single turn. As far as pikes go, let's take a look at what we can do with this dark wood. Cannot use wood on pikes for catalyst, forgot. So leather there. Oh, it only needs 3 to make the best spear. So if we could just get some ancient wood, we could use dark wood to make a badass one, but the ancient wood would be the better option for this. So I'm gonna save those. And what if we did a steel? 9 and 3 versus 7 and 3. Yeah, let's go with the 9 and 3. That's a pretty good spear to start with. And we have enough that we can make 2 of them. Bats and bees. Again, I'll control it myself since it's our village. There's 1 bee down. We have 1 more to go. That was not it. There's the second bee. Alright. So we have 6, 10, 11 damage coming at us. And if I use her, she's actually going to take double damage from the poison because she's currently wounded. However, I could first action one of them to kill the first one, and then we only have 5, potentially 7 damage coming at us, which she could survive then. So let's do that. There, no wounds taken. We don't have a spear. So we'll just confuse him, send her, and we're done. That might be a small upgrade for a warrior. We'll take a look. Let's see, he has an axe, she has a sword. The axe is 7 damage, so it would be a small... Ooh, actually, that I would consider an upgrade because it gives the shielding. What else we got? 3 and 6. That's a small upgrade for her. He's now strong enough to equip that. 6 and 5. I don't think that's going to be an upgrade. Yeah, no. She can equip a shield. So there's that. And this should be a nice upgrade for her. She needs help. Her axe is better. Can we give her a shield as well? We can. Nice. Small steps. We need 2 more turns of gathering. We also finished our first spear. Do I want to equip that on somebody here? It's a bad quality spear. Damn it. I do like the tactical advantage the spear gives me though. And it's a small damage upgrade for her. Alright, what do we got? 1 more turn? 1 more turn. Perfect. Breaking camp. Let's go ahead and take care of this place now. Alright, our spears are not going to help us in this fight. He has 29 life. So we will send him out and get the confuse. What is that, 16? We can do only 9 in poke. So we'll send him out and then him. If he attacks to the left, he kills. If he attacks to the right, then he'll have to finish it off. Since it's our hammer last, I feel better doing the support ally, since his damage carries over. There we go. Don't need that, and that's almost the weakest mace you can get. So let's head home. Ooh, free spider silk. Yes, please. Auto resolve, and you didn't give it to me. I need to stop opening my mouth and saying that, because the game will screw me over every time. Alright, drop all of our miscellaneous off. And the lovely wheat. Drop that off, that. Keep the bigos. Let's see, resupplies. 15 wood. And bigos. There you are. Not enough for what I want to do. So we'll take all of it. Oh, apparently it is. That's right, we only have 6 people instead of 7 like before. And then we'll take the basket and both spears came out bad quality. Very unfortunate. But that's okay. It's a small damage increase for her. And not for her. So we'll do... Ooh, too heavy. It's because it's bad quality. Unfortunate. Let's have him gather. We'll hand the spear back. Somebody else can make use of it eventually. Is there anything else of value? No. So we need research. Research, construction, cabbage patch. Now we can craft that. Because we need babies. Lots and lots of babies. Let's see. Catalyst does not matter for a building. Now we could use wood, which would give us 2, 3, 7 research points. Or we could use a sandstone, which is a 3, 3. So it's a small upgrade in children. Still 7 points, but that's okay. Let's do it. Put our main crafter to work on that. Let's go ahead and queue up a second one using wood. There. Now, where are we going to explore? And let's reevaluate our discovered resources. So we have quite a few things we could kill up here, but there's obviously mountains, so it's going to slow us down quite a bit. There's a goblin village over here. That's going to be challenging, but we also don't want it sending goblins at us very much. That silver was a very lucky find. We got a little cluster of things here. Another small one here. I kind of feel like we should just explore this lake a little, because it's clearly a tiny one with a river coming up here. So what we can do is come around here, hit these two up, hit that one up, kind of circle around, and if need be, head back down to resupply. That's the plan. Not going to worry about the cosmic tree yet. We're definitely not ready to do our god quest. Although the first one isn't really that hard, I suppose I could hit it up on the way. More spiders. Carrying a shield. Don't need it, thank you though. Oh, we have a nest right next to us. I'm going to leave that there. Let it just keep pumping spiders out attacking our village, and hopefully we'll be able to farm some silk from them. Alright, let's hit up the cosmic tree.
You find the skeletal remains of a person, most likely an elf, as the bones have a slight silver tinge and are much lighter than any other humanoid bones you know. On the body, you discover a scroll that unrolls as soon as you touch it. There is a smell of burning wood in the air, and the scroll itself seems to be warm to the touch.
Let's read it.
And so the cosmic tree stood in flames, and with it, the world burned alike. For as the canopy burned, so did the skies turn red, and the heavens were no more. As the core burned, the earth scorched, fields turned to ash, and Thea became a wasteland. Finally, as the roots burned, so did the gates to the underworld, and thus the souls of the dead could find no refuge, no peace, no purpose. You see some notes scribbled on the side of the scroll.
Alright, we're gonna skip to the main bits. No need for fluff.
Note 1 is from an elven scholar who says he's looking for some answers to the darkness at an old grove. There is a map to the grove and 5 silver tree bark pieces that emanate with strange power. Note 2 is clearly scribbled in a hurry by a different writer, unknown. It suggests that the elves should not be trusted and that mankind's destiny should be their own. There is a mention of a very distinct tower, and you can actually see it marked on the map as well as the Sage Tower.
Alright, Coach Zek, you have a good night too, man. Hope you have a good day tomorrow as well. And I will catch you the next time you join us for our stream. Alright, so 2 locations to scout. Got some free experience. Now these I'm not going to worry about right now because we are not prepared for the events that take place. But, luck of all luck, we discovered Wicker, which changes my plans significantly. Because now we are going to research the Wicker and then gather as much of it as we can right now. Because it's better to have ultimate baskets as fast as possible. Let's see. I think that's good. It's going to take forever to get coal, so I don't think I'm going to focus on that. Instead, let's stock up on some herbs in case we get the plague events coming sooner than later. So we're going to be skipping quite a few turns as we gather this wicker. We have 15 days worth of supplies to do so. Turns. There are multiple turns in a day. We did gain some levels. Attractiveness is useful in speech. She's decently attractive, so that'll be helpful. All in all, that's a great level. Oops, not that one. And our village, again, not bad. Our warrior keeps getting stronger, so that's 14 base damage now. Cool, cool. And we finished our last cabbage patch. We do not have enough materials for more. Maybe. That's right, it takes the wood and we're slowly gathering it. So we might have to take this slow. Let's get another one going.
As you make your way down a path, you hear some voices around a corner. You stop to listen in.
Shit, Gareth, your leg's all messed up. Oh, like, serious, like. Oh, no, oh, no, I'm gonna gag. I can see your bone. For Horus's sake, Piglet, don't tell me that. Now I'm going to faint or something. Just hold on, man, hold on.
I think this gives us a chance to improve our medic skill if we can successfully do this. So I'm going to investigate.
As you peek from around the corner, you realize the 2 voices belong to goblins. One of them lies on the ground with his lower body covered by rubble. The other sits crouched by his friend, desperately trying to dig him out. But as soon as he moves any rocks, they shift, hurting the fallen goblin even more.
Okay. Well, that would be kind of a dick move to just attack them. And I feel like we can get better things out of this if we try to help. So we're going to do that.
The uninjured goblin almost jumps in joy, seemingly forgetting any potential danger from your party.
Yes, yes, good sirs, please help us, please.
he cries out.
Alright, what can we do?
Satisfied there are no other dangers lurking, your group tries to assist the fallen greenskin.
And because we have tools, we can make this an easier challenge. And it's not telling us, but I'm pretty sure this is a physical challenge.
With the help of the tools, it should be easier, but you'll need to put your back into it.
Yeah, it's a single skull physical challenge. 2 cards. Should be really easy since we outnumber them. In fact, I'm going to start with a counter offense. So now we only have to deal with 1 card, and can't even attack on the first turn. He has 15 life, so 10, 17, he's dead. And then we do cleanup crew for the 1 in the discard pile.
Your men use their tools to take out the goblin safely. He is wounded, but not critical. With some first aid, his friend should be able to take him home safely.
And then because we have a medic, we have a chance of helping him out further. And I hope this gives us a medic skill, because we need that desperately.
The medic patches up the goblin, and it looks
It
like
did
he
not.
will live. His friend is overjoyed.
Thanks you, friends. Thanks you so much. I won't lie in when I says I don't have much, but you guys like really helped us out, so I got something more. Me and the sickly kid here, we were out scouting and we found something real interesting. Just be careful, like, okay? There'll be some trouble there for sure.
Well, the 2 silver, while 2 isn't very useful right now, if we can get just a little bit more, that'll help us craft something decent. Place of interest is going to be a while. That probably leads to a pretty serious challenge. We got 9 turns left to gather.
You decided to build a new house in the village to improve your lifestyle. The construction is going well, or so it seems until the whole thing collapses on your workers.
Well, that's unfortunate. Let's dig everyone out. Oh, this is very unfortunate. So the collapsed buildings removed 2 of our people. So we have to be way smarter at this. We can still do a counter offense. Send her out. She will kill it and only take minimal damage, so that's a good play. And then we will outnumber the last one. Good. One went first, so we couldn't do the counter this time, but that's fine. Send her out and shield her, and we should be fine. Nice.
You rescue the builders.
Perfect.
And one of them even feels stronger after this experience.
And it wasn't it was our crafter, not one of our warriors. So getting the extra strength is actually super helpful on her. Again, the dexterity is only useful in a single challenge, so I don't really care about that. The wounds is a little unfortunate, but as long as we don't get attacked in the next 2 turns, we'll be fine. We finish the cabbage patch again. And this time we actually do not have enough materials to continue with it. That's fine. Let's see what we can do crafting wise now. We don't have enough spider silk to make another basket. That's unfortunate. Can we make a couple more decent pikes? So that's a 6 and 3 versus the 9 and 3. I think we're gonna stick with the 9 and 3. We can make a total of 2 with what we have. And for those, it's going to be more about collecting the research points than the actual gear. Though if they're not bad quality, then that will actually be an upgrade, since the first 2 we made are horrible.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance. You spot the outlines of a tall tower on the horizon. Who knows what it may hold?
And RNG is not being friendly with us. It's been 43 turns and we have not had a single child grow up yet. Very unfortunate. Because I could definitely use a gatherer in my... Well, actually, I do have a gatherer now. So I could use another protector for the village. Or a second gatherer for my expedition, just to speed this up more. What do we got? 56 wicker? That's not bad. Keep going, though. Ooh, spider silk, please. Auto resolve. Damn it. I'm sure somebody needs that. My medic could, but it's too heavy for her. Too heavy for her. Just right for him. Alright, we are being attacked by bees. The blood bee is going to be challenging, especially since this is our village. We're going to have to be smart with this. Let's see. If I poke with her, it won't kill it, and then she will kill it on her turn. But then we're going to have to deal with the incoming damage after that. Let's still go for it. Fuck, I forgot about that. First action again. Okay, so the AI no longer has any more first actions. That's good. We definitely need to shield her. She'll kill it. We have 5. That's actually going to be doubled if it hits her now. So 9, 11, 13 damage if they both attack her. Otherwise, it's only 8 damage coming at him. Good, good. That was the best we could have hoped for in that event. Let's go ahead and kill it, and this fight's over. Very minimal wounds. And a good quality plain shirt. We're still lacking in gear, so surprisingly, I'm sure somebody can make use of that. That's my expedition. Village. And yep, either of them would gladly take it. So enjoy. 2 more turns left. And then we'll break camp and hey, finally a child grows up.
But alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
Let's see. We're already gathering everything we need for our village, since we only have 2 locations there. 2 warriors isn't bad for protecting it right now, so I think I'm going to go with the gatherer for my expedition.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Decent gathering,
The village
decent
celebrates
strength.
This joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering
Not
at the
bad.
altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Yeah, the bees suck, Eventide. If you don't plan it out right, you can take a lot of poke damage before the fight even starts.
Your dreams were haunted by the image of the morning star, wielding her diamond axe and fighting the evening star. Zorya's internal conflict ends in your dreams when a dreadful beast devours them both. You wake with clarity in your minds. It is a place that you must seek out.
Okay. It's another one that's going to have to wait.
A band of goblin bandits. They look starved and desperate, but eager to fight.
It's a 2-skull challenge. I think we can handle this. 4 goblin warriors. We will probably take some wounds. Oh, that damage. Damn it, I don't have a spear user out front. Fuck. I can first action a single person. Anyone, actually. So it will be him. He can get the kill. In the meantime, let's send him out and then our shield, because goblins can't have spears. Buffing him up sucks. We know we're going to kill him, so let's confuse this one so that damage isn't coming out. Buffing him up more, that's fine. First action him, so he kills this one. They do 29 damage, not quite enough to kill it. But with her poke, it is. And then we just clean up the discard pile. Nice. Perfect.
You massacre the goblins without breaking a sweat. You are free to loot whatever they carried.
Massacred. Let's see. This sword is actually pretty damn good. Base 11, max 15 damage. I like that. We're going to keep that. Somebody can use that quilted cloth for now. Okay, it's good quality. We'll keep it. Plus 1 damage. That's good for a warrior. We'll keep that as well. And then 16 wicker.
Among the dead,
Ooh.
you find one goblin still breathing. He looks up at you, terrified, and cries.
Oh, please don't kill me. Good sirs, please. We were just hungry, that's all. Please take me with you, and I will serve you. I will serve you so well.
This is the first time I've had a goblin join me from this event. Nice. Amazing strength for the start of the game. Holy crap. Not bad at a speech challenge either. I wonder if that poison's from a weapon. That's definitely from gear. 15 life is pretty good though. Yes, please come with us.
He claps his hands and bows to you many times.
I thank you. I thank you, master. My name is Zgrezio, but you can give me any name or none at all. Up to you, master.
And I have just the name for you. Somebody's gonna hate me for this, but I don't care. Where are you? There you are. Dobby. Maybe one day I'll give him a sock. Let's see. We got some good gear out of that. Let's go ahead and divvy this up. 8 and 6. This is an upgrade for him. As well as this, because it's good quality. Dobby, what gear do you have? That's about the same. So your poison damage is actually natural. Nice. So you do 23 damage right now. Max 24. Not bad. Cannot complain about that. You have blunt damage, so let's go ahead and up your damage some more. And who needs what? You need the armor. And just barely under your cap. So there we go. And final turn to gather. We also have inactive people and we gain levels. Again, that's a great level. Dobby got even stronger right off the bat. Perception's kind of useless. And our village, also pretty good. Just one person getting a skill I don't really care about. I doubt Dobby's going to make much of a difference in our 1 turn remaining of gathering. Yeah, he's not going to make a difference. Oh well. And then in our village, that's right, the gatherer we just got is not doing anything until the group comes back. So we'll put her to work helping gather wood for the time being. Final turn. Getting attacked by some spiders, which finally gave me my silk. Thank you. Alright, breaking camp and heading home. With all this wonderful wicker. Now we just need a crap ton of spider silk. More spiders? Perfect. Did not give me silk though, but they did give me a folklore
Thea
necklace.
is not an easy place to grow
Nice.
up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So this time I am going to take a warrior to help protect the village.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Good health.
The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
And roughly average to slightly below average strength. Not too bad. Alright, let's get in the village, drop all this off. We don't need that many herbs. We only need about 35 in case we get the sunstroke event. Oops, I needed to keep that. And let's see, Bigos. Not enough for what I want to do. We'll take all of that. We also need to get that gatherer before I forget. It was Radislava. Correct. So we'll take her. And we need more wood. We'll take 20 days worth now. And for 8 people, for 30 days worth, we're going to need 240 food. We already have 164 of it. So we need 74 of that, which will turn active once we run out of the Bigos. Did I have any baskets? I did not. That necklace though, who was my base folklorist? You were 1 and 1. Let's go ahead and maximize your feint. And then that can go over to our village. And whoever has a base folklore here, which would be her, can get slightly better. Perfect. Alright, I want to leave that spider nest. And now we're going to go back to the original plan of clearing these out and circling around. As far as Astoya goes, we need to craft things, and we also need to gear our new warrior. Otherwise, he's useless. Good quality sword with that shield. That's all we got for you, sadly. Now, here's a small upgrade to your spear. Don't really have an upgrade for you. Production, crafting. We still don't have enough spider silk. That's very disappointing. What do we have in excess that we can research scum off of? We have only a slight bit of iron. And then the wicker. I don't think we're going to be able to use that to get much. The iron could be used for one-handed swords. Or for maces. That takes 5. And this takes 6. So I'm going to go with the maces. So iron, iron, wood. It's 3 research points. Not a whole lot, but it's something. We have enough that we can make 3 of these, which will give us 9 points. Which gives us the level up. That's the key thing. And hopefully I'll be oh, Nimblewood right there. Holy crap. That will be very useful very soon. First we need to stock up on some spider silk though. ABCs always be crafting. Yep. Always. Alright, we're being attacked by a spider queen. A little bit more challenging, but our group should be able to handle this. We get to go first. Spiders do not have piercing attacks, so let's send a medium warrior out. Because I had a feeling that was going to happen. We could poke the spider queen, but that's not going to be enough damage. Still the good play though, because we can confuse it. Actually, oh, she's 1 damage shy. There. Now she kills the spider queen. Counter offense, that's a little annoying. I need to shield her because we do have some attacks coming in. He does not have a shield, but he can handle what they're going to throw at him. And you aren't really useful, and if I send you out, you're just going to get killed. So you're going to hang out. Woo! Okay. 3 of 8. I think that puts her just above the 33%, so she shouldn't be bleeding out. ahead and get the poke on. Kill that one. Do I have my counter offense? I do not. That's okay. Send him out. And that's more than enough. This fight's over. Okay, we got lucky. She is not bleeding out, but she is damn close. Nice chunk of spider silk, though. That button will be useful. That sword, not so much. But thank you for the elven wood and or quartz. And then we're being attacked by some merciless spiders. We're going to auto-resolve that. Get an axe I don't really need.
2 of your fellow villagers decided to get married. And since
Congratulations!
times are dire, it is more important than ever to cherish such occasions. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days, and it is customary to make sure everyone takes part.
So we're going to celebrate a little wedding and see who gets married.
In true warrior fashion,
Ooh, 2 ladies
Zorya's
got married.
followers must organize the fighting pits, and the couple wishing to get married must face off, first against each other to establish who's in charge, and then against the village to show their strength as a team. The combat is, of course, to the first blood only, but the newlyweds often begin their new life with many cuts and bruises, which signify that they are ready to continue the fight against the darkness even after their nuptials. The newlyweds are then blessed by Zorya. Only then do the usual libations, with an excess of food, strong spirits, and plenty of naked dancing through the night, proceed and last for many nights.
So let me get this straight. Since we follow the warrior goddess, when 2 people get married, they're going to enter a fighting pit and duel each other to first blood, and then they can get married. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. And now we have to fight the hangovers. Sickness challenge for our village. We don't have very many bodies. And just our 2 gatherers are the only decent warriors we have for this. Options, counter tactic, not a bad play, but that can wait. We have 12 damage coming at us. She can soak that up, and she does the least damage for us. Okay, that's 21. She can still soak that up. Let's go ahead and counter tactic one of these. This one definitely is not going to work. So let's just get closer with him. Let him be another meat shield. We have 20 damage to deal with, which these 2 over the course of both turns can kill him. So let's send him out first and then her. Okay, we lost 2 of our meat shields and we only killed 1 of those. This is not looking good, especially since our best fighter keeps ending up in our tactical hand. Crap. So we have 12 damage coming at us, and then if they both attack him at the same time, they can kill it. That's our best hope if that happens. And then we might as well not get closer with her because he's just going to kill it. Crap. Alright, let's see what happens. Nice. That was the best I could hope for. She's going to die, which is a little unfortunate, but that's okay. Damn it, stop. Oh, this sucks. Counter tactic. Oh, it's level 6, isn't it? Yes, it is. We've lost.
The libations were long, and the spirits
Very
flowed in
unfortunate.
abundance, so many of you are feeling the effects. The wedding was deemed a great success, and the happy couple begin their new journey.
Okay, so for the next 8 turns, everyone in my village is going to take a single wound every turn, and they cannot heal until the sickness is gone. Which means she is going to be bleeding out, but the rest will be fine. So I may let it get near the end of its course and then send everyone over to the herbalist hut to heal wounds. We'll see. Let's go ahead and clean out this nest. Got another spider queen to deal with. And there she is in all of her glory. We do have some wounds, so we have to keep that in mind. If I poke right now, that's going to be 5, 16. This gets doubled to 6, 22. So she's just enough to kill the spider queen. And then we will send out our hammer. Oh, first actions. I keep forgetting about those, and I hate those so very much. If that's the only first action, we'll be fine. But I can't really count on that. We're going to send him out. We're going to counter offense. That's pretty much all the counter we need. What I'm going to do is save him for the end. Oh, never mind. My first action won't work on anybody. Crap. She's dead. There's nothing I can do about it. Very unfortunate. Damn it. Well, I can kill that spider at least. And then shield her. Send him out. Damn it. It's not really worth it to stop 2 damage coming at me when I can stop 11. Thankfully, she's the only one that took serious wounds. Well, he did too, apparently. Okay, so we at least do have a medic, but our medic's not very strong right now. Let's do some calculating. She's not going to have good odds, unfortunately. Let's see. So we take the wounds divided by the maximum health. For her is 8, which gives her a 113% chance of dying. Everyone has a base survival rate of 70, which then puts her at a 43% chance of dying. From there, since we have Bloodbath on, the calculation changes slightly for medics. Normally you would then just subtract your medic skill, and that's your chance of dying. But with Bloodbath turned on, you actually take your 2 best medics. Even though I only have 1 person with a medic skill, it will still change the calculation slightly, because your best medic is actually at a rate of 2 to 1 for the medic skill. So hers is a 6 instead of a 3. And then your second best is a 1 to 1 ratio. You would add those 2 together and then subtract them from the chance to die. So she actually has a 37% chance of dying. Not too bad, but RNG has not been the nicest to us. For him, he has 9 wounds divided by his 11 max health. Gives him an 82% chance to die. Subtract his survival rate of 70. And then subtract the medic skill. He only has a 6% chance of dying, which means if he survives 1 turn, he's guaranteed to live. She needs to survive 3 turns before she can live. We definitely need to camp to get the best that we can out of it, so we don't want to use our full movement. In the meantime, though, I want to protect some people. That's too heavy for her. This is a gathering necklace. That's nice. Who's our best gatherer? He is. There you go. And then my warriors will get the buttons. Crossing fingers. Thanks, Eventide. Alright, from here I was going to head up, so we can still do so. I just need to not use 4 movement. So we'll go here and make camp. Might as well gather some meat while we're at it. crossing fingers.
Wounds don't always have a chance
No,
to heal, and so death can
37%
bring
was too high for
quickness.
her. So we lost our crafter. Not the biggest of losses for our expedition, but it's still a body lost. And that's very unfortunate. With that, we need to put our first death on the board. There we go. And we get a lonely experience from her dying. Alright. Himislav is now healed and no longer bleeding out. He's still wounded, but he's fine. There's all of our gear from our lovely crafter. Let's go ahead and just swap it all over to our gatherer that we never equipped, because I'm full like that. And because of that, after we check our level, we can just continue on. +2 to traps, that's not bad. That's useful right now at this point in the game. That counters any level 3 offensive card. Strength, health, tactics, will. This is a wonderful level up. I wish they all could be like that. And then our village. Again, another wonderful level up. It's the game throwing us a bone after we lost somebody. Alright, let's go ahead and take out this spider queen. Really wish I had a hunter so I could hunt these guys. Hunting's so much easier than the combat. Alright, I get to go first. We're going to send our best hammer out. He kills this one, wounds the spider queen, which is fine. We still don't have any counters to use, so we will send out our next hammer, as well as our warrior. We also have no first actions, so that's going to be very annoying. Speaking of first actions, I could confuse both of them, but is that really worth it? Not right now. For the time being, I'm just going to sit tight and see what these two cards are. Okay, so let's go ahead and confuse him. That one's got decent damage. We'll go ahead and kill it. And this is a little bit of a waste, but it's the only thing we can do. So this is really the only attack we have coming. We've blocked it, so we're good there. Spider Queen is down, so we're good. No wounds taken this time. And they gave us a gathering ring and a lot of silk. Thank you very much. Spear might be usable by somebody. It's hard to say at this point. We have somebody inactive. Why do we have somebody inactive? Oh, it's our new warrior. We never gave him a job. My bad. There you go. We are done crafting the swords we were making, or the maces we were making. Let's go ahead and throw up another cabbage patch. And hopefully all of this attract human will help us replace our crafter we just lost. Also, what did those maces come out to be? Normal quality, 3 damage. Don't think that's really decent for anybody. It would be a major damage downgrade, but the trample damage would be useful. And we'll wait until we get another body, give it to them. Nothing amazing discovered. Let's go up here. We can't move anymore because it's snow. So we might as well gather some meat. Do we have enough to... Oh, the gathering ring. Let's put that to use. Do we have enough gathering to get a chunk of wood? No, it doesn't matter. Alright, break camp and continue our trek over here. Still nothing amazing discovered. Let's hope this ruin gives us some good gear. Just one piece would be nice. Come on.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery. You open one of the buildings, a strange-looking stone and metal-built affair, and you hear a clunking noise, then a blunt thud. Before you are able to do anything, you see a skeleton charging your way.
Alright. Single skeleton should be easy. Some hulking rats around to be annoying. Our poke would give us 4, 13, 14. And then on the second round, 23, 25. Not enough to kill. Could do the double, or do this poke. Be 5, and then on the second round, 16, 22. Still not enough. I think we'll go with that poke. Because I could support her. And then that would be more than enough to kill him by the second round. Or you know what, I could counter offense, get rid of one of those. Three damage coming at her is not that bad. We can shield her from that. 5, she's still protected. But we can confuse the last one. Send out our hammer. He kills that one, has some carryover. Like so. The only problem is we're not going to be able to kill him. And that's a lot of damage coming out. We have to hope he attacks... shit. To the right? Okay.
You search the buildings and discover a supplies store still intact.
We got lucky there. Because if he attacked the lady, she would be bleeding out right now. Don't really need that shield anymore. 12 quartz is pretty good. A little bit more and we'll be able to do another decent building. Warp snakes? No, spores. For now I'm going to camp so that I can heal those wounds. And look at that, we can get some seaweed while we're at it. She's still making the cabbage patch. Which is now finished. Let's see, wounds are almost fully healed. We got a lot of fights coming up right now. 3 skeletons. Sure. Okay, might as well get rid of one of the cards. We have 2 to deal with. We can confuse one of them. My poke isn't enough to kill the last one, so that's a little unfortunate, but we'll make do. His shield will block all but 1 damage, so that works for me. 22 damage into the 25. So the hammer will kill and then trample, and it should kill both of them. And then clean up the discard pile. Perfect. Gear-wise, we don't really need that or that. Take a look at it, yeah. This, though, is a folklore thing. We can still make use of that. 1 and 2 and a 1, so we'll save that for our village. I want to head towards this. It's either a ruin or an undead place. We'll let the spores attack us if they so choose. We finished our cabbage patch, but we can make another since we've gathered enough wood to do so. And we finally had somebody join us, and it's a warrior. Not quite the replacement for our crafter, but I'll still take it. Average strength, below average health. Okay, What sort of gear did you come with? Vajmir, you had about average with what we already have. Don't think I have an improvement for you. Well, this one slightly. As far as the sword goes, 7 of 5. Yeah, we don't have an improvement for you. Let's put you to work for now. And then we will head north.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact.
Free stuff.
You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something
clay is
approaching
useful for
fast,
buildings.
perhaps a guardian of the stash. You have time
Malachite
to
is
run,
gambling.
but maybe the creature hides more goodies.
This is going to be a 3-skull fight against some wild boars. We are not prepared for it because boars do trample damage. And with Bloodbath on, that can really screw us over. So I'm just going to run. Skeleton Tomb. Let's get close and we'll clear it out next turn. Three skeletons are fine. Except we didn't get any of our counters, so this is a little bit more annoying than I was hoping. We poke with her, that's going to be 5 damage initially. 16. It's wounded, so this gets doubled. So 22. It's enough to kill him. And then send out our hammer. First actions. Oh, so annoying. Well, luckily, we can confuse him. And the next one as well, when it comes out. So we're fine. Do not need any more rib cages. Or those. But that's one less undead thing spitting things at us. Now, still can't do the divine quest. Ooh, we did discover spider silk. Hell yeah. We need a ton of that right away. So let's go ahead and research that. And next turn we'll make camp and gather what we can. We're almost out of food though, so we're only going to do a little bit of gathering. We do get a movement point, so we might as well move down here and gather. Gives us access to some shrooms while we're at it. The silk is my priority, so all of my best gatherers go to it, and then we'll just collect what we can of the shrooms. We are roughly 3 days journey at most from the village, so we'll gather for 9 turns and then head home. We finished the cabbage patch. We cannot make any more. We were out of wheat. So what can I research scum? Oh, never mind. We can build some baskets. We got attacked by some spiders earlier. So let's bump that up, make 2 of them, put our best gatherer on it, and we're good to go. Time to skip turns.
You see fresh wolf tracks. It looks like a large pack is somewhere
We are
ahead.
not prepared for wolves. We're going to leave them be. That did let us gain a level though. And that's a very good level for us. Especially the strength on one of our gatherers. So she can start equipping better gear. Attractiveness on her, not very useful right now, but it will be later. Again, a great level for us. The game keeps throwing us a bone with that. Okay, we finished the second basket. So now we need to research scum something. But I don't think we have any excess of things other than wicker. We do not. We can do some gambling. It won't be useful gambling, but it will at least give us some research points. Never mind, a club can't use it. What about staves? Staves can. So we'll use amber, some wood, and some wood. 3 research points. And we can do 2 of those. It's the most worthless spear in the game, but it gives us points. And once we're done gathering the silk, we'll have plenty for them to do. We finished those spears and I wasn't even paying attention. So let's make some with malachite. But now that I realize it, what if we... Never mind, we don't have enough metal. What if we used wicker? Ooh. We have plenty of wicker. And that's more points. Let's do that. Move that up. Max it out, which is just 2. That works. 3 turns. 2. We're getting attacked by some skeletons. Nice and easy. Let's start with our shielded hammer. 25 life, so he's not enough to kill it as he is now, but we can poke it. Now he's enough to kill it. And then I can confuse both of these active skeletons. So we get first round free to do whatever we want. So let's get a poke on. Get our hammer out and our next warrior. Perfect. That is the most useless club. We will get rid of it. Don't need any more of those, and that's a decent spear. We'll keep that.
The night was restless, filled with uneasy dreams and strange sounds rummaging through the village.
We already have the poisoned well event.
As the sun finally rose, you began your day's chores, and all seemed fine, but alas, it was not so. Within hours, you discover dead animals lying by the village well, and soon after, people begin feeling sick. Your well has been poisoned.
Yay.
Without water, your people will not survive long, not while they are ailing, but you also need to clean your well to restore order. One of your rangers marks 2 spots on the map, one location with the right herbs to help the poisoned, but they are just herbs, so may not help everyone in time, or the second location where you can find a water spirit. The spirit has the power to cleanse your well and heal your people, but remember, spirits are fickle creatures and could trick you. They are both far, so you will likely only get to one in time.
So I'll go the spirit route, but I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to do something else. What that something is, I'm going to save for tomorrow's stream. It is time for me to go eat dinner and spend time with the fiancé. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching me play Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. It is one of my favorites. I stream it quite often. So until next time, this was Demordred, and game on, friends. Good night, Eventide.